Good morning. Welcome to DBI Lounge. I'm Maharti, the host for today. And before I hand over the mic to Professor Tuan, who's the network convener for DBI, I would like to run a few housekeeping. So the agenda for today is in the middle of your desk or in a piece of paper with you or in the middle of your desk. And also for toilet is close to the lift where you come in. And then emergency evacuation is next to the cafe. Just on the side of the cafe, to the left-hand side of the cafe. Now I would like to hand over the mic to Professor Tuan for acknowledgement of country and welcoming. Professor Tuan is the DBI network convener. Please join our hands to welcome Professor Tuan.
Very good morning, everyone. It's a great honor to welcome you to our university today. And of course, just want to I would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land where we have our launch today. It's the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. Of course, we have many other campuses. We have, of course, pay respect to the of course, the past, elder past, present, and emerging. We also have many people joining online today, and we like to acknowledge the various land we have our indigenous people, because we are actually have a lot to learn from our indigenous people with 65,000 years of experience. Basically, there's so much there's little we know about how they manage the land and how we make the land we have today. So really want to acknowledge that. But we are here today really about looking at, we are in the middle of the crisis. This year we have the record of the hottest year in the mankind history. And of course, as every country in the race, how we can transit to net zero is really become very very urgent task for us to how we actually get together and tackle one of the biggest challenges of our lifetime. So because there's many different targets. We know 2050 seem to be a bit long way away, but it's not, because we are very close to 2030, where of course, our government has put a target to reduce the carbon emission by 43%. Of course, it's really, a lot of people say it's going to be very challenging. Even some people say it might not even possible. But we believe if we get together, we can tackle that. And if I take the concrete industry, where of course there's an example of the building industry, we know we're going to need a lot more housing. Of course, we have the target to build 1.2 million homes over the next 5 years. And just in Melbourne, we need 800,000 homes to be built in the next decade. So a lot of more housing, a lot of more construction and infrastructure. But of course, we need more material like concrete. But if you look at what we do, business as usual versus what we have to do to reduce the carbon emission to zero by 2050, there's many things we have to do at once. We need to optimize the material. We need to look at how we can reduce the cement content, for example. We need to look at even carbon capture and storage. So many things. And can we do that? Really, that's the question we've been asking, hearing from our industry partners. We know there are a lot of difficulties, but there's lots of innovation we can actually utilize. So, of course, not just here, we look at global context. This is really going to affect a lot of businesses, because only last month we heard about, of course, the European Union starting to introduce the carbon border adjustment mechanism. Basically, material imported to Europe will need to be reported about the carbon intensity. Of course, we know if in 2 years' time, if a company selling product which have higher intensity, they need to, of course, the price will be more. And we are looking at what we are, of course, Austrian government also going to introduce maybe similar mechanism at the moment, looking at some of the main industry like cement, steel. So I can see it's going to affect our industry, how we actually come up with the way, first of all, to capture the reliable data. We need to look at how we specify materials, how we utilize material better. And of course, it's not only just the construction, but also the operation and end of life. So it's really a holistic picture we need to look at. So that's why I think we look at how we can bring a group of people together to start planning for the future. Our industry in the transition, we know there are a lot of things going to affect us. We need to look at how collaboration will lead to innovation, because that's only we can learn from our past. We have to make sure that we get together, and we have to do it at the global scale, because we might do well in some part, and let's say in different university, but unless we get together, we bring international network. We need to work with industry. We need to also get support from our government, and then with that, I think we can actually shape a better built environment. So as we know, our industry is responsible for almost a third of the greenhouse gas emission. We have to play a big role in how we can bring it down, and it's really about how we specify material, how we're going to optimize the resource, how we look at the operational of our building, how we make our energy a lot more efficient. With all that in a holistic approach, that's where we have our network today. And I really want to thank our government for supporting this network, because it was only just now early this year. This is a scheme called International Research Network for Clean Technology. And of course, there's only five networks like this have been funded, and we are very fortunate to be one of the 5 brands. And of course, we actually brought together a very unique group and a consortium of a lot of university in Australia, but also global university in other part of the world. Of course, in the room today, we have representatives from many universities, but also from online. I just want to mention University of New South Wales. You have Griffith University, we have James Cook University, we have Flinders University, and of course there's many other universities who would like to also join us. At the global side, we have in UK, we have UCL, University College London. We have the Texas University in US. We have KIT in Germany. We have Hong Kong University. We also have Monash University of Monash. So basically, these are really founding members of the network, but we are going to expand this network further, because really we see we need to bring a global network of like-minded. We are here because we have shared the same vision. We want to shape our future with the industry. But I think really want to say industry will play a really big role in our network. We have Oricon, we have Spark Project and Modular and a few other big players in this field. We also have government agency, the timber industry funded by Queensland government. We're going to hear more about that later on. This is really a starting point of the network, and that's why we are here today. Just want to excited to mention this is really a first milestone of our network. And of course, with that, really want to thank everyone. Thank you for the support. Thank you.